don't lose a $350,000 deal over $3,500. I mean, seriously, 99% of something, is that better than 100% of nothing? This is Jason Valentine with Coldwell Banker High Desert Realty. And you know, I think this video is very, very important because oftentimes when we're in the negotiations, and this goes for both buyers and sellers, we lose out on really, really great deals because we are negotiating with emotion instead of logic. And so right now I'm actually negotiating a $350,000 deal, and it seems like it's stuck over this 1% or about $3,500 of pricing and term negotiations. You know, what I really want you to know is emotional reactions often outweigh financial reality. The bottom line is, you know, average price point growth, average home value growth annually over the last 50 years is 3.6%. So if we look at this in just a year, this negotiation, the buyer might lose out on well over the $3,500 that we're negotiating. On the flip side, the seller, who has been sitting on this house for 19 months paying a mortgage on it, and it's been vacant, by the way, so he's absorbing 100% of the mortgage, is really negotiating over $3,500 when he's into this thing for, I don't know, $19,000, $20,000 of lost revenue from you know, the mortgage and such like that. So when you're 99% of the way there, you know, price becomes really the biggest risk. And this is both for buyers and sellers because we start acting emotional and ego-driven instead of using our logic. And, you know, what it really boils to is this. From the buyer standpoint, there's not a whole lot of inventory on the market. There is a lot of competition on houses that are like this. It's a very, very nice house and such like that, and really isn't worth losing it over what amounts to like $20 a month payment difference. From the seller's standpoint, you know, if the transaction falls apart over a $3,500 negotiation, you know, you're still back on the market, you're still losing momentum, you're still risking longer days on the market. And so the question really comes down to, when we start splitting hairs like this at 1%, you know, are we risking losing some big things? And, you know, in this particular case, both of these parties might be risking losing $10,000 to $20,000 in order to win a $3,500 argument or a negotiation. And so when you put things in this context, you got to realize winning the negotiation is not the goal when we're talking about small dollar amounts like this. Closing the transaction is the goal. And let me just put this in a better scheme of things. From the seller standpoint, he's lost, you know, maybe $15,000, $20,000 over this period of time that he's been vacant because he hasn't had the property rented or anything like that. From the seller standpoint, it's from the buyer's standpoint, it's $25 a month on the payment. And so how long, if you were going to put $25 a month, would it take to earn $3,500? How long would it take you to save? And when you look at that, you look at the lost equity and stuff, it's easy to see people losing $10,000, $20,000 when they're negotiating this way. So what I want to let you know is part of where you can benefit from this is using your real estate agent. One of the reasons you pay your real estate agent is to be unemotional as they go through this transaction, and be sure that they're looking out for your long-term goals and such like that. So you want to work with somebody who's calm, strategic, and is a good negotiator. And so what I want to let you know is, don't lose a home or a $350,000 transaction over $3,500. It just seems silly. If you want more information about stuff like this, give me a call. Again, this is Jason Valentine with Coldwell Banker High Desert Realty. You can call me on 505-863-4363. Call me on my cell, 575-496-1068, or there's a link in the comments or in the description on this video. Book a one-on-one appointment and we can strategize for you so that way you don't fall into these pitfalls. We look forward to trying to help you get your real estate needs met. Give us a call. Thanks. Bye-bye.